Behold, the radiant beauty of Princess Adaobi. I am as dazzling as the morning sun, as graceful as the flowing river, and as precious as the rarest gem. There is none as exquisite as I in all the lands, for I am the epitome of perfection.
In a lush kingdom in the heart of Eastern Africa, within the lands of the Igbo tribe, there lived a beautiful but arrogant princess named Adaobi. Princess Adaobi was known far and wide for her stunning beauty, but her vanity and lack of respect for others overshadowed her charm. She loved it when people praised her and treated her like royalty, but she never returned the same respect to them. Princess Adaobi's palace was a magnificent structure, adorned with gold and precious stones. Every morning, she would stand on her balcony and demand that the villagers gather below to praise her beauty and grace. "Tell me how beautiful I am," she would command, and the villagers, fearful of her wrath, would comply. "Princess Adaobi, you are as radiant as the morning sun," they would chant. But despite their praise, Adaobi never showed gratitude or kindness in return. She treated her servants poorly, scoffed at the elderly, and ignored the needs of her people. The villagers whispered among themselves, wishing for a change in their princess's heart. One day, a wise old man named Chima arrived in the kingdom. He had traveled from far away, bringing with him stories and wisdom from various lands. Hearing of Adaobi's arrogance, Chima decided to visit the palace. When he arrived, Adaobi was on her balcony, as usual, expecting to hear praises. "Who are you, old man, and what do you want?" she demanded, looking down at Chima with disdain. "I am Chima, a humble traveler and storyteller," he replied calmly. "I have come to share my stories and wisdom with you, your highness." Adaobi sneered. "What wisdom could you possibly have that I do not already possess? Look at me. I am the most beautiful and revered princess in all the land." Chima nodded slowly. "Indeed, you are beautiful, princess. But true beauty comes from within, and it seems you have much to learn about that." Adaobi was taken aback by his words. "How dare you speak to me that way? You shall pay for your insolence," she snapped. Chima remained unfazed. "I propose a challenge, princess. Allow me to stay in your palace for 3 days. If, by the end of those 3 days, you have not learned the true meaning of beauty and respect, I will leave and never return. But if you do learn, you must promise to change your ways." Adaobi agreed to the challenge, confident in her own wisdom and wanting to prove the old man wrong. On the first day, Chima asked Adaobi to accompany him to the village. Reluctantly, she agreed. They walked through the marketplace, where Adaobi was used to people bowing and showering her with compliments. But this time, Chima asked her to observe the people instead. She saw a mother sharing her food with a hungry child, a young boy helping an elderly woman carry her load, and villagers working together harmoniously. Despite their struggles, they treated each other with kindness and respect. Chima turned to Adaobi. "Do you see how they respect and help each other, princess? Respect is earned through kindness and humility, not demanded through fear." Adaobi shrugged, dismissing his words, but something in the villagers' actions touched her heart. On the second day, Chima asked Adaobi to give away some of her luxurious belongings to the villagers. Furious at first, she reluctantly agreed, thinking it would be a meaningless gesture. As she handed out food, clothes, and toys to the children, she noticed the joy and gratitude in their eyes. For the first time, she felt a sense of fulfillment that her vanity had never given her. "Generosity breeds respect, princess," Chima said softly. "When you give from the heart, you receive more than you can imagine." Adaobi was silent, contemplating his words. On the third and final day, Chima asked Adaobi to visit the village school. There, she met children who were eager to learn but lacked resources. Chima encouraged her to read them stories and teach them about the world. As Adaobi interacted with the children, she saw their admiration not for her beauty, but for her knowledge and kindness. She realized that their respect came from their hearts, and it was far more rewarding than the empty praises she had demanded. By the end of the day, Adaobi felt a profound change within herself. She understood that true beauty lay in her actions, her kindness, and the respect she showed to others. That evening, as the sun set over the kingdom, Adaobi approached Chima with tears in her eyes. "Thank you, Chima. I have learned the lessons you wish to teach me. I understand now that true beauty and respect must be earned through humility, generosity, and kindness." Chima smiled warmly. "You have a good heart, princess. It was always there, hidden beneath your arrogance. Now, let it shine." Adaobi kept her promise. She changed her ways, treating her people with the respect and kindness they deserved. The villagers, in turn, loved and respected her more than ever, not just for her beauty, but for her newfound wisdom and humility. Years went by, and Princess Adaobi's transformation became a celebrated story within the kingdom. Her newfound humility and respect for her people led to a golden era of prosperity and peace. Adaobi's reign was marked by compassion, fairness, and wisdom, earning her the love and admiration of her subjects. However, as with all tales of transformation, there came a time when Adaobi's newfound character was put to the ultimate test. One day, a group of travelers arrived at the gates of the kingdom. They were dressed in tattered clothes and looked weary from their long journey. The leader of the group, an elderly woman named Neka, requested an audience with the princess. Adaobi welcomed them into the palace with open arms, providing them with food, clothing, and shelter. As she spoke with Neka, she learned that they were refugees from a neighboring kingdom that had been ravaged by war. "We have heard of your kindness, Princess Adaobi," Neka said with a grateful smile. "We seek refuge and a new place to call home." The following weeks were challenging as the kingdom adjusted to the influx of new residents. Resources were stretched thin, and there were moments of tension between the villagers and the newcomers. Adaobi worked tirelessly to ensure that everyone was treated fairly and that harmony was maintained. One day, as Adaobi walked through the village, she overheard a heated argument between a villager and a refugee. The villager accused the refugee of taking more than their fair share of food. Adaobi stepped in calmly, addressing both parties. "We must remember that we are all part of the same community now. We must share our resources and support each other. Only through unity and understanding can we overcome these challenges." The wisdom in her words helped to diffuse the situation, but Adaobi knew that this was only the beginning of many tests to come. As the kingdom was settling into its new normal, another crisis loomed on the horizon. The skies had been clear for weeks, and the threat of drought was becoming a real concern. Crops were beginning to wither, and the villagers grew anxious. Adaobi remembered the lessons she had learned from Chima and knew that this was another opportunity to demonstrate her true transformation. She gathered the villagers and the refugees together for a meeting. "We have faced difficult times before, and we have always come through stronger," Adaobi said, her voice filled with determination. "We must work together to conserve our resources and find ways to support one another. I believe in the strength of our community." Remembering the magical tree that had saved the village from drought once before, Adaobi led a group of villagers to the tree. She knelt before it, her heart filled with genuine humility and respect. "Great tree, we seek your help once more," she whispered. "Please bless our land with rain so that we may continue to thrive." The tree shimmered with a golden light, and soon, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Rain began to fall, much to the relief and joy of everyone in the kingdom. As the rain poured down, Neka approached Adaobi. "Princess, you have shown great wisdom and compassion. You truly are a leader who deserves the respect and love of her people." Adaobi smiled warmly. "Thank you, Neka. It is through the lessons I have learned and the support of my people that I have become who I am today." Neka nodded. "Remember, true leadership is not just about ruling, it is about serving your people and always striving to be better." With the drought averted and the kingdom thriving once more, Adaobi continued to lead with kindness and humility. The villagers and the newcomers grew to respect and love one another, creating a harmonious and united community. The story of Princess Adaobi and her transformation from an arrogant princess to a wise and compassionate leader became a legend that was told for generations. It served as a powerful reminder that true beauty and respect come from within and that through kindness, humility, and perseverance, anyone can bring about positive change. And so, the kingdom flourished under Adaobi's rule, and the spirit of unity and respect she had fostered continued to guide her people, ensuring a legacy of peace and prosperity for years to come.